Hi, Brian McCorder here with Black Belt Lean Thinking. Today I want to talk to you about safety. Your Lean initiative, that continuous improvement program, can go a long way towards driving out unsafe conditions and unsafe behaviors. And there shouldn't be anything more important in your site than worker safety. Doesn't matter if you're working in construction, a dairy farm, restaurant, manufacturing facility. Keeping workers and employees safe is very important. And we tend to be our own worst enemies. Again, I swear as humans we tend to run towards danger rather than away from it. If you played high school football, your coach never told you to go out there and play safe. No, you heard things like blood makes the grass grow, chicks dig scars, and again, pain will go away and glory lasts forever. Well, if we take that into our work environment, we've got some real issues. So here I'm going to lay out 6 factors for you, 6 factors. And if you use these and look at them and teach them to your employees, I guarantee you will impact safety in a very good way. Okay, the first 3 factors come from a book called The Pleasure Trap, where they talk about the motivational triad. Those 3 motivators that basically guide and dictate most of what we do. And what they are is the desire for reward, the avoidance of pain, and the conservation of energy. I've conducted well over 500 accident investigations, and I usually see one of those motivators at play in almost every accident investigation I ever did. Again, that desire for reward is usually hitting the numbers. We'll put ourselves at risk physically to protect ourselves emotionally, so we'll take those unnecessary risks. Avoidance of pain, again, is usually emotional pain, not physical pain. Because we've done these things in the past, maybe, work on the machine on the fly and gotten away with it. So that's usually how deviant behavior sets in. When we take a risk and we get away with it, and we hit our numbers or have a positive outcome, that reinforces that behavior, which is, again, not a good thing. Conservation of energy, taking that shortcut, not using the proper tool, using that wrench that we have close by, or not doing lockout, tag out, not going through the proper procedures or steps. Again, really, safety takes extra effort. Putting on that seat belt, making sure you have good tire pressure, your car's in working order. It takes effort, and in the business, employers, managers need to make sure that safety is important to us. We want you to take those steps. Again, the 3 motivators are the desire for reward, avoidance of pain, and conservation of energy. Now, when an accident occurs, it's a trailing indicator. You can't get somebody unhurt. Once they're hurt, that ship has already sailed. All you can do now is a good accident investigation and hopefully help keep it from happening in the future. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 leading indicators where if you see these, there's a greater likelihood that an accident is going to occur. So promote these heavily with your employees. So those 3 leading indicators are shortcuts, snap decisions, and complacency. And you see how those intertwined are very close to those 3 motivators again? Okay, shortcuts, snap decisions, complacency. Again, you want people thinking safety. They know they have to hit their goals and targets, but you don't want them reacting to something. Again, if you hesitate, stop, think, act, then once you take that second and stop, you're technically not reacting, you're acting. And more likelihood that you're going to take a safe approach rather than rush into something. Okay, looking at those leading indicators again, that shortcut, snap decision, complacency. Again, promoting safety to hopefully rule out that complacency. A shortcut. See how that goes along with those motivators I talked about earlier. The motivators being the desire for reward, avoidance, pain, conservation of energy. Shortcut in that conservation of energy. Again, not doing the lockout, tag out, not taking all the steps necessary to be safe. We all battle laziness at times, but when it comes to safety, you need to promote that you want them to take those extra steps and do things right. Again, those leading indicators, shortcut, snap decision, complacency, snap decision. Again, stop, think, act. Don't react. So I'm going to go through those 6 again. Okay, the 3 motivators, the desire for reward, avoidance of pain, conservation of energy. Again, promote those. Have people look at why they're doing what they're doing. And as managers, you need to watch what you promote. Then those 3 leading indicators, shortcut, snap decisions, complacency. Again, those 6 go hand in hand. people will follow what's important to you. I'm going to give you a real decisive factor to determine, again, how you want your people to work. Kind of another set of goggles to look through. If an employee is taking an unsafe act at work, doing something that maybe you've allowed in the past, maybe you've done it, as a mechanic yourself at one time or another. How would you feel if your son or daughter were performing those tasks? Someone that you truly loved. If you would cringe seeing them do it, well, don't let your employees do it. Again, their safety really needs to come first. We know we have to hit the numbers, but not at the risk of employee safety. Several years ago, I spoke at a conference on safety, and I was addressing a large audience, and I got really excited, and I made the comment that, any company that purposely puts their numbers and goals ahead of their employees' welfare and safety is morally bankrupt and shouldn't even be in business. And I thought, oh, maybe I overstepped it there. But luckily, they all agreed, and I had, really roarous applause there. And safety has to come first. Like, if you wouldn't let your son or daughter do that activity, don't let your employees do it. Again, use your lean program to target unsafe conditions and unsafe behaviors. Again, Black Belt Lean Thinking, thank you, and stay safe.